Hello lovely people, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time of coming across my channel, I am a mom YouTuber living in Vienna, Austria with my family. My name is Zeni. And for you all my old subscribers, thank you so much for always coming back. Thank you for supporting my channel. I really appreciate you guys. A few days ago, my correspondent in Nigeria sent me one of the most horrifying and heartbreaking news that you can ever think of. I refused to post the news at first because I was trying to convince myself that it was not real. And as a new YouTuber, I came to realize there are certain things that you could not, YouTube does not allow, because the pictures were so horrifying and it was devastating that I didn't want to believe that it was real. So the story is about a Nigerian mom of 8 caged by her husband and his relatives because they accuse her of witchcraft. The woman's name is Gladys. So Gladys is married to this man and had 8 children with this man. And the man and his family conspired and caged Gladys for many years. That means Gladys was living inside a cage like an animal for years. For those of you who are from Nigeria, both woman and her husband, both of them, the couple, they come from a state in Nigeria that is called Delta State. So Gladys, they said, is from a village in Delta State that is called Ozoro or Ozoro. I don't know. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, but for those of you who are from Delta State, I think, correct me if I'm wrong. So the woman is from Ozoro in Delta State. But she got married to this man who is from Orelope also in Delta State, yeah. And she had lived with this man for many years, and then suddenly they accused her of witchcraft, and then this man built a cage where he locked up this woman for so many years, and she lives in this cage. This is where she does all the necessary things, if you understand what I mean. So this woman, Gladys, was living inside this cage for years. She's not allowed because she was locked inside this cage under the conspiracy of her husband and his family members. And this cage served as her restroom and everything. So initially, when I got this story, I couldn't believe it, because I couldn't believe that anybody at all, any human, could do this to a fellow human, let alone a woman that has had children for you. So I was like, no, this couldn't be true. This cannot be true. So that's why at first I was skeptical. I didn't want to believe the news. But now the police have arrested the husband of this woman. I mean, the very man who conspired with his family and locked up his wife in a cage in Delta State. The man is, his name is Ame Ejket. Ame is 41 years old, and he and Gladys have been married for several years. Then I don't know, he began to accuse her of witchcraft and then decided to conspire with his family members to lock her up in a cage. And guys, do you know the funny thing? This man locked this woman up in this cage. I just learned that out of his 8 children, that 3 of them were born while this woman was locked up in this cage. So the man was accusing his wife of witchcraft, but then again, he will still go inside this cage and then, sleep with her and have carnal knowledge of her and get her pregnant. And this woman will live inside this cage and carry this pregnancy to full term and bring the children to the world. This is how wicked human beings can be. For years, for her to have 3 children there, you can imagine how many years that she had lived in this cage. And you are accusing a woman of witchcraft, and you are still going inside this cage and still sleeping with the same person you are accusing of witchcraft and getting her pregnant and having children by her. So when Ame was arrested, and his defense was that his wife was a witch who was behind his financial woes. So according to him, that he is not progressing, that his wife was responsible for him not progressing. And again, that according to him also, that his wife have mental problems, and that is what gave him the audacity to lock up the woman for more than 3 years in a cage. That was what he said, and I mean, that was his defense. That's what he's alleging. That's what he's claiming. So guys, like I told you people, I didn't want to believe this initially when I heard it, because it was unbelievable to me, that somebody could do this. So I was hoping that when they find the man, that somehow in one way or the other, maybe that it will be the opposite, that maybe that something was wrong somewhere, or that there was like some kind of misinformation. But really, when they found this man, Ahmed, the husband of Gladys, he didn't deny the thing. He didn't deny that he did such thing. But the only thing he did was that he tried to justify himself, by claiming or insisting that his wife is a witch, and that she is mentally challenged, and that gave him the right or the audacity to lock up somebody's child for more than 3 years in a cage. I mean, even animals, nobody locked them up for years like that. At least they have time when they move around freely. But this man locked up somebody else's child for more than 3 years, and was still going inside this cage. You are claiming that somebody is a witch, and you still go inside this cage to go and get her pregnant, to go and have carnal knowledge of her. I mean, how wicked more can people be? Then he claimed that because she was mentally challenged, that he had taken her back to her family members, but her family members rejected her. And I mean, I don't know. These are all what he is claiming in order to justify himself for locking her up inside this cage. Yeah, and that makes me to wonder, this lady Gladys, doesn't she have family members? How can somebody lock someone up for more than 3 years? Does it mean that she doesn't have relatives who will ask after her? In this 3 years plus that she was living inside this cage, nobody even asked after her. I don't know, really, because when you have a sister who is living with somebody, doesn't she, and she didn't call people for years, and nobody cared to know where she was or how she was living, I don't understand. Well, thank God that she was found. Who knows what would have happened to her if she had lived there for more years, because the way she was looking, it's obvious that she was not being fed well. So only God knows what could have happened to her if she had lived there for more years, Thank God that she had been found, and I learned that she's in a hospital now and she's getting some medical treatment. So please, if you come across this video by any chance, please share as much as you can, because this lady Gladys needs justice. And you know how things goes in Nigeria, because it's obvious with the way the lady was treated, and nobody heard about it. It's obvious that I don't know, maybe she doesn't have family members, or maybe her family members are not privileged, because that is the only thing that could give the husband this audacity to do this. So it could be that her family members are not privileged. So I mean, I want you guys to share this video as much as you can, because this lady needs justice. She has to get justice. So if by any chance you come across this video, please share the video as much as you can, because we all know how the system in Nigeria works. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm not going to share a lot of the videos from this thing. I cannot share it here because of YouTube, because of YouTube policies. There are certain things that YouTube is not doesn't allow. So I'm not going to share the videos here because it's very horrible, you know. But please, I want us to try as much as we can to let this video go as far as it can, so that this lady could get the justice that she deserves. So this is all I have for you guys today. It is me again, Zeni, thinking out loud. It is Zeni's thought. Thank you guys for watching. See you next time. Bye bye.